Hello and welcome. My name is Savannah, and today I have for you a yoga class for anxiety. So this class is going to be great for your overall mental health. It will help you to shift from doing into being, moving out of your head and into your body. We will work on noticing our thoughts without becoming so attached to them. And this is a process. It doesn't happen the first time you step on your yoga mat. It probably won't happen the second or the third time either. It takes time and practice and patience to build that distance or that space between you and your thoughts, to come back into your body, and to build that self-awareness. I also wanted to share that today I am wearing a shirt from Own Your Stigma. It says, "It is okay to not be okay." And Own Your Stigma is an apparel company all about opening up conversations around mental health and reducing the shame, negativity, and stigma that is often attached to mental illnesses. So I am an ambassador for this company, Own Your Stigma, and I have a discount code for 15% off, and I will put that discount code in the description box, as well as a link to the website. Together, let's raise awareness around mental health and reduce the stigma of mental illness. Let's make talking about mental health and mental illnesses just as normal as talking about any physical illness. Okay, from here, when you're ready, just beginning in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you is good. Allowing the shoulders to stack over top of the hips, and maybe gently lifting the head up towards the ceiling. We'll take a few breaths here. And as you breathe, I invite you and I encourage you to simply notice your breath as it comes in and as it moves out. Watching and observing the breath. Without feeling like you need to change it or adjust it or fix it in any way. And then take a moment to notice how you are feeling here on your mat today. Notice how your body is feeling. Become aware of any areas of discomfort or tension or stiffness in your body. And also notice what your thoughts are like. How are you feeling overall right now? And there is no right or wrong answers to any of these questions. We can simply work on allowing what is present to be present, accepting it, rather than criticizing it or judging it. as good or bad or right or wrong or anything else. Good, and from here, we'll start by working on our neck. So we can bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Hands can be on the knees. If you would like a bigger stretch for the left side of your neck here, you can bring the left hand down to the ground. And you can even start to walk the left fingers farther out to the left side. We'll be here for a few breaths. I know when I'm anxious, a lot of the times I can feel tension, stress building in my neck, my shoulders, my back and my chest, just my upper body in general. So stretching my neck can often be really beneficial. Good. Let's start to come back to center, bringing the left hand back onto the left leg. And then we'll bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. No need to push or force anything. Stay here if this feels like enough of a stretch. Or we can take the right hand down to the ground on the right side, staying there. Or if you're looking for a little bit more still, you can walk those right fingers farther out to the right side. Good, one more breath. Bring your right hand back on your right knee, bring your head back to center. We'll move through some movements for the spine, cat and cow, and then some side bends and twists. So as you inhale, coming into cow pose, arching your spine, bringing your heart forward, looking up a little bit if that feels okay for your neck. And then as you breathe out, round your spine back, maybe looking down towards your mat, towards your feet. As you inhale, arch, bring your heart forward, lift your head up. As you exhale, round your spine back, looking down. As you inhale, arch into cow. And as you exhale, take it back into cat. One more of each of these. Finding center, neutral spine. As you breathe in, reach your arms up. As you breathe out, bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand back behind you, twisting over towards the right side. As you breathe in, come through center. As you breathe out, bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand back behind you, sit up nice and tall. As you inhale, come through center. As you exhale, bring your right hand down to the right side, left arm up and over for a side bend. As you inhale, come through center. Now as you breathe out, bring your left hand down to the left side, right arm up and over. Inhale through center, exhale, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you for a twist. Inhale through center, exhale, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you, sit up a little bit taller. Good, inhale through center, exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over, stretching the left side of the body. Inhale through center, exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. As you inhale, come through center, exhale, and bring your hands down to your heart. Take a breath in, and take a breath out. Come into a tabletop position now on hands and knees, all fours. Spread your fingers nice and far apart once you arrive. Shoulders over top of the wrists, hips over top of the knees, and your toes are untucked. I'm going to take some time here to really ground down, connect into our mat. So with the fingers nice and far apart, push the ground away from you. Ground down into all 10 fingers, both of your palms, as well as your knees, and the tops of your feet. pushing the ground away from you gently with all of these parts of your body, feeling a little bit more connected to the earth beneath you, to your yoga mat. One more breath here. Good. Bring your hands a little bit farther out in front of you. Fingers are still spread far apart. Tuck all 10 toes under and lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. So your legs can be as bent as you would like them to be. They do not have to be straight. And your heels do not have to be touching the mat. Find a position here that feels good for you. Good. Take a couple of breaths here just to find some movement, pedaling out through the legs, bringing the hips a little bit from side to side. Finding anything that you like. Good. Take all the time that you would like to make your way to the top of your mat. Your feet will meet your hands. And we'll get things moving a little bit quicker now with some half sun salutation. So as you breathe in, bring your hands up onto your shins. Legs don't have to be completely straight here. Think about sending your hips back, reaching your heart forward. And as you take your next breath out, fold down over your legs. Allow your head to be heavy. Legs can be as bent as you would like them to be. As you breathe in, come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up at the top. Exhale, bring your hands down at heart center. Good. As you breathe in, reach up, take up space, lengthen out. As you breathe out, bring your hands through heart center. Come into your fold, releasing the head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, root to rise, take up space. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands at heart center as you fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, reaching your heart forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Moving just a little bit quicker now. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold, bending the knees as much as you would like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. One final time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold all the way down, releasing your head towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Moving between our halfway lift and our forward fold a couple times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One final time. Good. And then once you arrive in your forward fold once again, we'll be here for a few breaths. So your feet can be about hip distance apart or farther apart if that feels better for you. And feel free to invite in a bigger bend to your knees. Your knees can be as bent as you would like them to be. Hands can be however you would like them. Maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow. We'll be here for a little bit longer. It might feel good to sway, to rock from side to side. Ground down through your feet and all 10 of your toes. Thinking about pushing the ground away from you. feeling a little bit more centered and steady, a little bit more connected. Good. Release your hands down towards the mat. Take a big step back with your left foot. Bring your right foot to the right side of your mat, coming into lizard lunge. So your hands will be to the inside of your right foot. You're on the ball of your back foot. Right knee is over top of the right ankle. And we'll be here for a few breaths. Now, I don't have blocks with me right here, but if you have yoga blocks, you can place them underneath your hands on whichever height you like. Or you can also use some books or maybe even water bottles, anything you have around. Just helping the floor to feel a little bit closer towards you. Good, one more breath. Step up to the top of your mat. Left foot steps up. Bring your right foot back in towards the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stay right here. We'll be here for a few breaths. Once again, the legs don't have to be completely straight. You can have a bend in the knees. Think about sending your hips back and reaching your heart forward. And imagine that I'm placing a cup of coffee on your back. And your back is so steady and stable and strong that you're not allowing it to tip over and spill and make a mess on your yoga mat. Good, just a little bit longer here. Excellent. Bring your hands down now to the mat. Take a big step back with your right foot. Lizard lunge on the second side. Left foot to the left side of the mat. Right knee is lifted and you're on the ball of that right foot. Hands are into the inside of your left foot, and feel free to use yoga blocks or books or water bottles or anything that you would like to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. Making this pose work for you. Good, we have a few more breaths here. Good. From here, step up once again to the top of your mat. Bring your left foot a bit closer in towards your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Lifting your hips up and back. From here, we'll take warrior two on each side. So step your right foot through in between your hands, top of the mat. And I'm just going to spin over to the other way so I'm still facing you. But you can face the front of your mat. So the back foot, the left foot will be parallel to the back edge of your mat. The left leg, the back leg is nice and straight and strong. The right leg, your front leg is bent. The knee is over top of the ankle. Your arms can be reaching out to the side. But if that doesn't feel good for you, you can bring your hands at heart center. Look wherever feels comfortable for you. If you would like to, you can experiment with looking towards your right fingers. A couple more breaths here. Good. Let's now bring our hands all the way down to frame the right foot. Top of the mat, step the right foot back into your downward facing dog, lifting your hips up and back. Finding some movement here in your downward facing dog. Excellent. And we'll now step the left foot through in between the hands, top of the mat. Coming into warrior two now on the second side. Your right leg is nice and straight and strong. The foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. And the left leg, the front leg, is bent. The knee is over top of the ankle. Arms can be out to the side. Look wherever you like. You might want to look towards the left fingers. If this doesn't feel good to have your arms out to the sides, feel free to bring your hands together at heart center. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Just like we did in some of our other postures, think about pushing the ground away from you with your feet, with all 10 toes, and with both of your legs. Good. Bring your hands now all the way down to frame your left foot. Step it back into your downward facing dog. Hips go up. Legs can be bent. The heels do not have to be touching the mat. Find a downward facing dog that feels good for you. Good. From here, lower your knees down into your tabletop. Step your right foot through in between your hands. Low lunge. Bring your hands up onto your right thigh. We'll be here for a few breaths. Right knee is over top of the right ankle. Your back toes, your left toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever you like. Notice how this pose is feeling in your body right here and right now. Good. Let's now bring our hands down to frame the right foot and step back into your tabletop. Once you're in your tabletop, before we do the other side, let's just take it some time here to shift the weight forward, bringing more weight onto the wrists and the fingers, and then shift the weight back towards the knees and towards the feet, shifting forward and back. Good. Find center and step your left foot now through in between your hands. Top of the mat. As you're ready, you can bring your hands up onto your left thigh. Left knee is over top of the left ankle. Shoulders over top of the hips. Your back toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever you like. Ground firmly down into the left foot, including all of the left toes. Gently pushing the ground away from you, finding a little bit more strength and steadiness and stability here in your low lunge. One more breath. Good. Bring your hands now down to frame your left foot. Step back into your tabletop. From there, bring your hands a little bit farther out in front of you and take your time to lower all the way down to the ground. Bring one hand over top of the other, stacking your hands, and rest your forehead on your stacked hands. I'm just going to keep my head lifted so it doesn't muffle the mic. Notice how you are feeling. If you feel that your mind is quite busy, see if you can work on creating some distance or some space between you and your thoughts. Working towards not becoming so attached to your thoughts, but rather watching them come and go, just like the breath. Couple more breaths here. Spending this time with yourself. Deepening your relationship with yourself. Good. Bring your hands now to your mat, underneath your shoulders. Fingers are spread far apart, and we'll take a few rolling cobras, creating some space in the upper body, opening up the heart space. So pushing the ground away from you, fingers spread far apart, lifting up as you inhale. And on your breath out, lower down to the ground. As we continue with this movement, hug your elbows and your arms in towards your body, rather than allowing them to go out to the sides like this. Good. Continuing to move like this, staying as low towards the ground as you like, or lifting up higher. It's completely up to you. If this doesn't feel so good for your lower back, experiment with bringing your feet further apart, maybe even all the way out to the edges of your mat. Exhale as you lower down and lift back up as you inhale. On your inhale, lift. And on your exhale, lower down. Let's do this one final time, working with your breath. Good. From here, press yourself up into a tabletop position and come into a cross-legged seated position or any comfortable seat. Allowing the shoulders to stack over top of the hips and gently lifting the head up towards the ceiling a little bit, finding some length here in your seated position. Here we are going to connect in with our senses, which is a great way to tap into the present moment, to relieve anxiety and to calm the mind. So to start off with, look around and notice and name 5 things that you can see in the space around you. And from here, notice and name 4 things that you can touch. And notice and name 3 things that you can hear. Notice and name 2 things that you can smell. Good. From here, I invite you to bring to mind a few things that help you to feel calm and relaxed. And then bring to mind a few things that you are grateful for right here and right now. Good. From here, turn towards the front of your mat. Make your way all the way down onto your back. We'll finish up our practice with a twist on each side, and then we'll come into Shavasana. So bringing your knees up over top of your hips, legs up at a 90-degree angle, arms out to a T. And bring your legs over to the left hand side, releasing them down to the ground. From here, if you would like to, the left hand can come on top of the right leg, just gently guiding it down to the ground. And then if it feels okay for your neck, you can turn your head to look towards the right side. Good. One more breath here. Bring your left arm back out to the left side if you had the hand on your right leg. Bring your legs back through center, head back to center as well. And then release your legs over to the right hand side, allowing them to lower all the way down. The right hand can come onto the left leg if you like, or you can leave the right arm extended out to the right side if you like that. You can turn your head toward the left hand side if that feels okay for your neck. If it doesn't feel good for your neck, just keep your head up to center. Breathing in and breathing out. And watching your breath as it moves in and as it moves out. We'll take one more breath here. Good. Bring your right arm back out to the right side. Bring your legs through center, head back to center as well. Release everything long onto your mat for Shavasana. So legs can go long, feet towards the top 2 corners of your mats. If you would prefer though, you can bend your knees, planting your feet onto the mat if that feels better for your low back. Arms can be alongside your body on the ground. Or you might want to bring one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And with your hand on your belly, that might help you to feel your breath moving in your body. With your hand on your heart, that might help you to feel your heart beating. Gradually shifting out of your head, your busy mind and all of your thoughts, your to-do lists, your worries. Shifting from that into your body, your heart beating, your belly moving as you breathe. Any sensations in your body, whether that's spaciousness, openness, or tightness, soreness, tension. Maybe a little bit of aches and pains or discomfort. Working towards noticing and being present for whatever is here right now. Allow your body to rest. Feeling the ground beneath you, your yoga mats, supporting you here and holding you in this position, allowing you to rest. And when your mind wanders off to other things, bring your awareness back to the movement of your breath in your body. Watching and observing each breath as it moves in and as it moves out. You can also bring your awareness to your body lying here on your mat in this position of rest. We'll be here for just a couple more minutes. as it feels right for you, you can begin to invite some movement into your body. Coming into any movement that feels good for you right now. Starting with small movements and then maybe making them bigger. Whenever you are ready, you can make your way over onto one side, whatever side you like. Coming into a comfortable position here, knees in towards your chest. You can use your bottom arm as a pillow for your head. And here, take a few moments to thank yourself for showing up for yourself, for trying out this yoga practice to help improve your mental health and to help decrease anxiety. Thank yourself for taking this time for yourself. And then when you are ready, make your way on up into a comfortable seated position where we will close class together. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope it felt good for your body and for your mind. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have a variety of other yoga classes for anxiety on my channel. And I also have some other yoga classes for your mental health. There's one for cultivating gratitude and some for improving your mood. There's even one for seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression. So I invite you to go take a look at my Yoga for Mental Health playlist on my channel or my Yoga for Anxiety playlist. You can also share this class with a friend, family, or on social media. Together, let's raise awareness around mental health, reduce the stigma. Let's add tools to our toolbox to support our mental well-being. Thank you once again for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. The light in me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.